Discipline isn't a feeling you're waiting to have. It's a decision you keep making after the feeling already left. I used to start over every Monday. New routine, new resolve, dead by Thursday. It wasn't laziness. I just kept waiting to feel ready before I acted, and the feeling never showed up on schedule. And I learned this the hard way. Today I'm giving you 7 psychological rules the most disciplined men run on, backed by Stoic philosophy. And number 6 is the one that decides whether criticism builds you or breaks you. Rule number 1, you act before the feeling arrives. For years I treated motivation like a prerequisite. No motivation, no workout, no work session. The men with real discipline never wait for that green light. They just move, and the motivation catches up somewhere in the middle of the task if it shows up at all. Epictetus explained exactly how this works psychologically 2,000 years before behavioral science caught up. Stoic. Every habit and faculty is maintained and increased by the corresponding actions. The habit of walking makes the man a better walker, the habit of running makes him a better runner. Asterisk in plain English. You don't think your way into a new habit. You act your way into one, and the mind follows the body's lead. Stoic response. Today, do the smallest version of the task you're avoiding without waiting to feel ready. The action creates the readiness, not the other way around. Rule 2 is about how disciplined men treat an ordinary Tuesday. Rule number 2. Every day is treated like the actual test. I used to save my effort for the days that mattered, the big presentation, the first day of the new plan, and coast through the ordinary ones. Disciplined men don't get that luxury because they've stopped believing in ordinary days at all. Epictetus described life itself as a live event with no dress rehearsal. Asterisk, this is the time of the contest, that the Olympic Games have now arrived, and that there is no possibility of further delay, and that it depends on a single day and single action whether progress is to be lost or secured. Asterisk translation, there is no practice round. Today counts exactly as much as the day you think matters most. Stoic response. Pick one task today and do it like it's being watched by the man you're trying to become. It is. Rule 3 is where most men's discipline quietly falls apart, because they skip a step. Rule number 3, they build discipline in small reps before big ones. I used to set goals so large I collapsed under them in a week. An hour of training a day from a standing start of nothing. Disciplined men build the muscle in tiny, almost embarrassing increments first, long before anyone's impressed by the size of the rep. Epictetus was direct about the order. Asterisk, practice yourself for heaven's sake in little things, and thence proceed to greater. Asterisk in plain English. The 10-minute version done daily beats the 2-hour version done once and abandoned. Stoic response. Shrink whatever goal you've been failing at down to a size you could do even on your worst day. Master that first. Rule 4 is about where disciplined men get their sense of worth from, and where they refuse to get it. Rule number 4, they stop needing permission to feel like somebody. I spent years needing a title, a compliment, or someone's approval before I let myself feel like I was doing well. Disciplined men build their sense of worth from something nobody else can hand out or take away. Epictetus located that source precisely. Asterisk, how will you be nobody anywhere if you only need to be somebody in those things that are within your own power, and in which it is possible for you to be a man of the highest worth? Asterisk translation. Your worth was never something other people were in charge of issuing. It was always available in what you actually do with what's yours to control. Stoic response. Do one disciplined thing today that nobody will see or praise. Let that be enough. Rule 5 is the discipline nobody talks about because it's about what you don't say. Rule number 5. They let criticism land without needing to explain themselves. I used to defend myself against every piece of criticism, real or imagined, like my whole character was on trial each time. Disciplined men let the comment pass through them without needing the room to see their side of it. Epictetus gave a strange, almost funny instruction for this exact moment. When told someone spoke ill of you, asterisk, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, he does not know my other faults, else he would not have mentioned only these. Asterisk in plain English. You don't need to win the argument about your own character. Let it go unanswered and keep working. Stoic response. Next time criticism stings, resist the urge to explain yourself. Let your results answer instead. Rule 6 is the one that determines whether hardship makes you sharper or bitter. Rule number 6. They choose which handle to carry the situation by. I used to grab every difficult moment by its worst possible angle. A setback became proof I was failing. A slight became proof nobody respected me. Disciplined men grab the exact same events by a different handle entirely and carry the same weight without the same damage. Epictetus laid out this choice with total clarity. Asterisk, everything has two handles, the one by which it may be borne, the other by which it may not. Asterisk translation, every hard event comes with more than one way to hold it. Discipline is choosing the handle that lets you keep moving. Stoic response, name one current situation you're gripping by the wrong handle and consciously pick up the other one today. The last rule is the one that makes everything above it uncheckable. Rule number 7. Nothing external gets access to their center. I used to hand my whole mood to whoever criticized me hardest that day. Disciplined men keep something at their core that simply isn't available to anyone else to touch, no matter what's said or done to them. Epictetus described that core with total confidence. Asterisk, I laugh at those who think they can damage me. They do not know who I am. They do not know what I think. They cannot even touch the things which are really mine and with which I live. Asterisk plain English. Real discipline builds an inner room nobody else holds the key to. Stoic response. Identify the one thing about your character no outside opinion is allowed to touch. Guard that room like your life depends on it, because your discipline does. 7 rules. One truth underneath all of them. Discipline is never about motivation showing up. It's about building a man who acts the same whether it shows up or not. Comment, Unbreakable, if you saw yourself in at least one of these. And watch this next. The Psychology of Silence. 5 reasons powerful men say less. The Stoic Shadow. Get rich. Stay silent.